Hello, this is Casey, also known as Cora626 on Tumblr. Today, I'm going to take a look at Tvickiesim's enormous tree download, along with her defaults, which I currently have been using in my game. I have taken out most of my downloads so we can focus on her creations only. Okay, let's go to my favorite empty spot here, where I test a lot of stuff. Okay, we will visit build mode and the garden center. And okay, we'll start off. Wow, that's huge. We'll start off with the dead trees. Wow, look at that. Very, very pretty. Oh, look at this. A root is sticking up like that. That's very nice for like Halloween or spooky season. And I guess the rest of these would be good for spooky season too. Oh, and look, there's even like, that is some serious detail there. You know, like the little green discolorations that trees get? Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay, and we have smaller dead trees, which is good. Dead pine trees and another smaller dead tree. So, you know, these would be perfect for spooky season, for your haunted houses, or, you know, if you just want to put a dead tree on your lot. That's pretty cool. I like it. Okay, so we'll move on to these other trees. I like these pom-pom trees. They're so cute. And the sidewalk tree. Young oak. Treelon tree or trilon tree. Look at those leaves. They're so pretty. And I don't know about you, but I got a lot of 4T2 trees in different folders from different creators. Now I can just focus on having one folder, which is great. You know, not to say that the other creators didn't create a good tree product or creation. It's just, it'll make it easier to have everything in one central location, made by the same person. Sets have always been my favorite thing. If I can get a whole set created by one creator, or even if it's a collaboration like Lord Crumps has been doing with a lot of other creators, if it's one set that comes from one source, I think that's really great because it maintains the style, the coloring, and just a whole bunch of things, you know, that make it more cohesive and more complete. All right, if you hear bells in the background, that's the church across the street from where I live. It sings every day at noon and 6 p.m. So this is I like this pine tree. This is a very pretty pine tree. It looks very realistic. The pine needles and fur on it looks very nice. And this looks like a maple tree. Yep, field maple. Very nice. Oh, I like that. Albizia tree. Oh yeah, I've seen trees like this in my neighborhood. Oh, that's so cool. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Pine. Yep, that's that half dead pine that Maxis has. That looks pretty cool. Let's see. And here we have another pine, and it's a smaller scale pine. I like those. The little pines are cute. And this one is the elm tree. Big fan palm tree. Small cherry tree. That's adorable. Making sure I read that right. Short palm tree. Oh, I love the graphics on this. Oh, that's very pretty. I like that. I like that. I like that. Magnolia tree. Small cypress. Rural apple tree. Oh, and look, it has little apples. And that's nice because, you know, when you put apple trees currently on your lot, you know, you either have to wait for them to grow, or if it's a community lot, they'll never grow. So now you have little apple trees underneath. Oh, that's cute. Tree fern. Oh, yeah. Those leaves look very, very ferny. Look at that. Oh, nice. And this one is the Thai tree. Tea tree, Thai tree. Oh, look at the colors on that. And I saw that there was a green one. Let's take a look at the green one. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Extreme close-up. Wow. For those of you who ever heard of Wayne's World. Kind of aging myself there. Okay, so let's see here. The mesquite tree. I like, this is one of my favorite trees too. I like the leaves on it and how some of the branches look kind of brownish and then some look, you know, like there's different textured branches in this one. I like that tree. Medium cypress. Ixora tree? Ixora tree? Yeah, I'm gonna stop mispronouncing this tree's name. Um, wow, this is pretty. And you know, sometimes I'm not impartial, but sometimes I prefer like a less bright flower. Like this, the same thing happens with the red poppies in Maxis's version of the poppies. So I try to find a different color, and this tree has a lot of recolors in it. So if you want to mute it down a little bit, you could always go with the orange, or even like I think there's like a fuchsia color in here. And then look at the shadowing here. That just gives it a little bit more dimension. I like that. That's very pretty. Here's another pine tree. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so another magnolia tree. Does it look like the other one? Uh, no, it's smaller. It's a different size. Okay. Very nice. And okay, let's see what kind of tree this is. The dogwood tree. That's one of my favorite real life trees. I love dogwoods. They're so pretty. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the pretty little flowers. Does it only come in what color? Oh, shame. Okay, yeah. Still pretty though. I like it. Brazil wood. Oh yeah, you know, I've always wanted to put one of these trees in my lot, but I always hated well, I've always disliked. I'm trying not to use the word hate so much because it's such an ugly word, but I've always disliked the shine that it had. It just took away from the tree, so I never really used that tree, but I like this version. Look at that. No shine, and you have like a mixture of orange and yellows in there with the flowers. Very nice. Black spruce. All right, and look, see, this is like a progression of a tree that looks like it's going to die, but it's not there yet. There's a lot of those everywhere you go, so I think that's really cool that we have one in our game now. Another topiary. Well, it's like a pom-pom tree, isn't it? Very nice. I like those trees. They're very alien-like. Birch. Okay, I'm running out of room here. I'm gonna have to clear this. I'm gonna have to clear this. Oh, I love that there's so many trees though. Liking the leaves a lot. That yellowish, springish look, and then there's darker in the inside. I like that. Like it, like it, like it. Pine too. Oh, that's one of those little. I don't want to say Douglas firs or whatever, but it's one of those little pine trees. I like that. Very cute. I would like to see this in yellow though. Kind of like the. Let me see if I have one here in the neighborhood. Yeah, like that. That would be cool. Okay, I'm not gonna pronounce this tree because I'm just gonna F it up. So let's just keep going. This is cute. I like the flowers. Makes a nice little bush. See, and then look at the leaves. I love that. Look at those leaves. I like that a lot. Very cute. Aspen tree. Oh, look at the trunk on that. The trunk is detailed. It has knots in it. Again, pretty leaves. Very nice leaf work. Like that. Sabo palmetto. Let's see here. See, and I like these little. Hold on, let me escape here. I like these little skirts that the pine trees have here with the dead branches. I love that. That's gorgeous. And this one is a hawthorn tree. Look at the detail on the leaves there. Ay, qué lindo. Okay, and let's see here. A larch. See, look, more detail of like the moss and I don't want to say mold because it's not mold, but you know the stuff on trees when you're out in the wilderness. Look at that, nice. And it has like little pine cones. Are those pine cones? Oh my God, they're pine cones. That's so cute. Look at that. Palm trees. Oh, this is a big one. And it has those beautiful leaves that the one I saw earlier has. Look at that. Very, very nice. Loving the pine trees. That makes me want to build a beach lot. What kind of tree is this one? Eucalyptus. Yeah, I've seen a lot of different eucalyptus trees, and I have to say that by far, and I'm not saying it because it's Tvickie and she's one of my favorite creators, just saying, but I'm not saying this because it's her. I am saying this because I really like this version of the eucalyptus tree. Very, very nice. I like that. Okay, what kind of tree is this one? Big cherry tree. I got another palm tree. This one has a different trunk, and that adds a little variety. Look at that. Adds a little variety to your build. These different trunk colors and markings. Okay, and this one is a beech tree. I like these kinds of trees too. They're very full and very cute. I like that. Another pine tree. See, that's like a bigger version of this one. Very cool. I like that. I like the fan leaves on them. Oh, lean back. Lean back. We have a leaning Pine tree. See, and there's those exist on the beaches. I mean, I've seen some footage from Hawaii, and I've seen palm trees like that. Look at that. Let me get rid of this hawthorn tree real quick. Oh, and we have coconuts. We have coconuts. I don't know about you, but it kind of makes me feel like I turned the tree upside down to see its nads. That's kind of. But yeah, there they are. All right, so more trees. Look at this. Ah! All right, let me clear this slate here real quick. This one is a batu tree. Must have been from that batu expansion pack. Like it. I like the leaves and stuff on it. Very pretty. And I call these like the partially naked pine trees. That's, when you only have the top part of the pine tree left. I've seen a lot of those too. Olive tree. Look at the bark on that. Very nice. I like that. And you can still, you can still see through the trees, through the sparse leaves. I like that. Willow. Oh, these will pair nicely with the default willows that Tvickie has. I will show you guys those later. I'm sure most of you have seen them already, but man, I really like her default trees. Ivy palm. Yeah, I like this palm tree. That's cute. Scots pine. That one is adorable. Look. Now that reminds me of what a Christmas tree should look like. Put some lights on it and stuff and a star on the top. Gnarled oak tree. Now her default pack has maples. It kind of looks like this. But they're on a much larger scale. These are smaller. That's very cool. And what? Oh, and it also comes in green. Holly. Oh, aren't you a tiny little tree? Maple. Wow, look at that. Look at the colors on that. Huh. We got summer, spring, and fall in here. I like that. What kind of tree is this one? Wayfaring tree. Oh, that's the Douglas fir that came with the game. Japanese maple 2. Ooh, this one is more fanned out. This one is more of a shade tree. Let's see how it looks in green. Yeah, these will be nice for like those farmhouses. I like that. Mighty Hawthorn. Oh, that's a big one. It's another good shade tree for the game. Look at that. Look at all them trees. They look so nice together. This is my wonderland. I'd walk through this little forest any day. Oak tree. That's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, these are the trees that the apartment set have, but I think this one is smaller from what I can remember. I don't have that installed right now because I took out all my downloads. Well, not all of them, but most of them. I kept my mods and stuff because I don't want any of the mods to mess up, but huh. And I saw that it was available in different colors. Let's check this out. Ooh, look at that. And I'm going to tell you that even let me fill this up again and I'm going to show you that even with my reshade off, these trees still look nice. What kind of tree is this? Is that a Josh? Oh, soft pine, stone pine. Ooh, there's a really green one. Let's see that. Ooh. Yew tree. Oh, I like that. That's kind of like the live version of that dead tree that we saw in the beginning. Look at that. Oh. Rainbow eucalyptus. Oh, look at the trunk. I like it. That is very pretty. Huh. Magic tree. Ooh, look at all the color on this. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to have to... see this on its own. Look at that. Fantasy much? It has mushrooms on it and everything. Little vines. Oh. Very cool, very cool. Alright. Twisted tree. Ooh. Oh, see, look, and it even has root work here. I like that. That's awesome. That's more realistic. Because thick trees like this do have like partially buried roots that stretch further away from the tree. Stone pine. Oh, this one's bigger. These are more furry leaves. Okay. I like that. And look at the cracking on the on the bark. That's very cool. Oh, look at that. And I saw different colors in there. Let's see. Huh. Let's see the other colors. Oh, this one has like sparsier leaves. See, this one's like all full and stuff, and then this one's all sparsy. Very nice. Alright, so English oak. The British oak. Oh my goodness, I can't talk. I like that too. That is a beautiful shade tree. This would be nice like in Woodland Park. Oh yes, this is where you're going. Woodland Park. Very pretty. See, and look, there's detail in the bark too. The cracking and the knots and stuff. I love that. Very nice. And we've reached the last tree. The ficus. Ooh. Look at the ivy. It's like that ivy palm tree, but wow. But taller. And we have like little flowers in there. Look at that. Wow. See, I really wish I could make stuff like this. I just don't have time. I don't have time to really sit down and focus on what I'm doing. Maybe after I retire. I'll get into all kinds of content making. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fill this lot with all my default trees, and I'm going to show you the contrast between the default trees that came with the game and the default trees from Tvickie's pack. Okay, so here we have all of the game, the base game trees. Well, not base game, but the vanilla game trees. Okay, so I'm going to exit out and I will see you when I get back in. Okay, so now we're back. Very big difference, huh? Look at that. Look how full Tvickie's trees are compared to the Maxis trees. But yeah, that is very, very cool and very different. So another thing I wanted to show you guys about her pack is one of my favorite things on there. Like, have you ever built something like in the city and we're like, man, I really don't like the gates around the default game trees, right? Well, the city trees have, look at that. You have a smaller version of that tree and then a bigger version. Let me see if I can see it because my eyesight is just doo-doo. My eyesight is terrible. And then I have these other trees in here too, so that's not gonna help. Ah, here it is. Okay. Look at that. You have the little one and the big one. And I love this because this is more realistic. This is what the tree cages look like in real life, and I like that so much better than the one that Maxis has, which is that round thing. And it's true that maybe in the early 2000s and the 90s that's what the trees looked like, but I like this so much more. And Tvickie also did bushes. Look, she changed how those what are these called? Fountain of grass shrubs. She changed how those look. I like these so much better. The hydrangeas. Look how pretty these hydrangeas are. Now I screwed up on the recolors, so I'm not gonna show you the recolors because I got the wrong version of the recolors, and you could tell. See how the flowers look different here than here. I want the flowers that look like this. So I'm gonna see if on her page I can find the recolors for those. Let's see here. And then we have that. I kept the original oleander because I do like the oleanders. And then like the tree palm or that grassy looking thing, look at that. That's the default version. Of course, my favorite sunflowers, I kept those, and I kept that. And I like the new hedges. I like those. And then I think this is the lupine, is hosta, which is cool. I like hosta more than I like lupine. I don't know, lupine look like awkward looking flowers to me. But yeah, look at these pretty different colors that are available for the hosta. And then we also have flower bed flowers that she redid. I kept some of my regular flower bed flowers because I like those. But I'm gonna mon it real quick so that way I can show you the water flowers because they're my favorites. Look at this cat of nine tails, and look at that. Oh, lily pads, and oh, look at that. And oh, love it, love it, love it, love it. And you have more of a variety of things that you could put in your water. Look at that one. Oh my god. And then we have these pretty ones. These are I think these are the poppies. Let me see. Yep, paper poppies. And then the prickly pear. And marigolds. Okay, so if there's a jump in the music, it's because I had to step away from the computer to help my mom out with something. Okay, so we have more prickly pear. We have the tiny little prickly pear and the big prickly pear. But yeah, this is a very nice pack too. Um, Look at that. Oh, so pretty. And um, even without my reshade on, this looks pretty. Look at that. Wow. So I'd like to say that this is it, but I also want to see how they are in live mode, like the new trees and stuff. I'm gonna see if I can get some takes with the weather and end the video on that note. But in case I forget to say, thank you so much for joining me and taking a look at Vicky's gigantic tree pack, which I am going to enjoy as I use it in my game going forward. Have a good night.